Welcome to Glenn's Trains and RC Planes. This series documents the building of the ultimate shelf train layout, rocket rails, from the initial idea to the final running railroad. In this video, I will show the couplers that I will be using in the DOVOH laser level. In this video, I'm going to talk about the couplers for a minute, and then my laser level came in, and I will be showing you what I'm going to do with that, and talk about the level a little bit. Just go over some of the controls of it. There are plenty of videos about this laser level, so I won't go into detail. As I mentioned in the first video, some of these cars I had to put together came with these hook type couplers. I'm not sure if my wife's grandfather was going with this type of coupler or the more realistic type coupler. Originally I decided to go with the hook type coupler, so I bought a couple bags to replace these couplers on these cars. Then I changed my mind. I want the couplers to look more realistic, with the hose and the actual knuckle, I guess they call it. I want it to look realistic, so I ordered some new, these are Bachmann Easy Mate couplers for the 21st century. So I'm going to be replacing these. I think there's like 24 cars. I'm going to replace these hook type couplers with these couplers. These new couplers will work just fine. I'm not sure what you call it, but to keep the coupler straight when it's mounted on the train, it has these springs, I'll call it. Some of these cars have a brass fitting that go on the mount first that has spring or wires to keep the coupler straight. With these couplers, we do not need that brass fitting because it has these springs. So to replace these, just get a small screwdriver, and you get underneath to pry the cover off. Just take that cover off, and this particular coupler, the hook type, only has one spring on it, so don't need that. And I find it easier if I take the wheel assembly off. And then for the new coupler, I will set that, or first let me grab, I have a pair of tweezers. I will grab the cover plate, the new coupler. I will displace, there is a tab on the plate that the hole in the coupler, the mounting hole, will go in. Put that in place, then line up the cover. Make sure the tabs, catch on the cover, and then reattach the wheel assembly. Make sure the wheels turn freely, and that's all there is to do as far as replacing the coupler. I'll do this, finish this one up, and work on the rest of these cars. It took a couple hours, but I swapped out all the couplers with the more realistic couplers. I have a pile of the hook type. I think I might get a condola car and put all those in. But all the cars are ready to go. Next step would be, here I'll show you in a few, the laser level, and start preparing the walls. There's a few things I'm going to have to relocate, but that would be the next step. I have all the rolling stock put back in its boxes, the ones that would fit. The longer box cars would not fit back in the box. I'm going to store those till needed later on. I do have these two Union Pacific box or cabooses out. I do want to put a dab of glue on the ladder and railing on both sides. They're just sitting in there, so I want to put a dab of glue to ensure that these stay seated in their location. I do have the DOVOH, I guess that's how you say it, laser level that came in. Just to show you a couple things. There's a lot of video on the internet about these lasers. Comes with a nice case. Has instructions. Has a charging cable. This model is the DOVOH PV-360G. Just a couple things. It's has a vertical and horizontal and a plumb laser. On-off switch. This switch here does not lock it in place, so when you set the device up, the laser will automatically level. Or you can turn it on with the button here, press and hold, and that will lock the laser in place. So if you wanted to hang something or you needed something at an angle, you would do that. Then you could have your angle set for the laser. Horizontal line, vertical line, and the plumb, this button. This has, they say, a 10-hour life, a battery life. So we'll turn it on so I can show. So turn it on here. And let me show you, see if you can see. You can see the laser going around the room, and on that far wall ended up on the ceiling. So if I just wanted the horizontal line, press the button. This had the horizontal. We just needed the vertical line. This has the vertical. And another press and give you the plumb. So if you had instead of using a plumb bob, you can see the light up there. You use this laser plumb. It has light up and then down underneath. If it was on the tripod, you could see it on the floor, but it's right there on the bar top here. It does come with a tripod, but I didn't get the tripod. I already had one, so I'm just going to use mine. If you have it on level mode, let's see if I can show this. If you have it too far out of whack, the light will blink, or the laser will blink. That means to get it back level, turn it off. Then let's press this button, turn it on. After pressing the hold for a couple seconds, this will lock the laser in place. So like I mentioned, if you wanted to do an angle, it'll lock in place and you can do what you need to do. Nice little laser level. This will assist greatly with what I'm going to do for the shelf train. So let me get this set up on the tripod, and to turn it off, press and hold the button, and to turn it off, again, turn it off, hold the button. When it's in lock mode, hold it for a couple seconds, or if it's in laser level mode, just turn it off and on by the switch here. Has a nice little grip here. I think it was about 80 bucks. I got it from Amazon. So I won't only use this for in here. I have some, my wife does puzzles, and she reframed them and hung some. And I need to use this and rehang them and get them more straight. So let me get this mounted on the tripod, set up, and see how it's going to look. I have the tripod set up with the laser level on it. My tripod is up as high as it would go. I do need it up a little bit higher. It has to go obviously above the door, and then over here it has to go above the AC unit. So I need to get up a few more inches and above the windows. But you can see the laser going around the room. At least I hope you can. This laser is good for outdoor use also. And here's a better look at the plumb. You got the laser or the point up here, and then it's down here on the floor. Let me turn off the horizontal laser. Only goes, it doesn't go 360 like or the vertical doesn't go 360 like the horizontal does. So you can see, let me turn out the light. See, you might be able to see it better. I am going to have to relocate some items. Let me, might have to put this on the bar to get some more height, or on the pool table. So let me do that. Let me raise this up a little bit to get it to where I want it over the windows. I will be using, or the plan is to use, 1-inch thick wood. So it's going to have to be an inch above, at least an inch above the windows. To get that height, should be good height for everything else, except for maybe my case here. Might have to lower that or relocate that, or just put it above that, and it has to go above the refrigerator. But let me set this up on the pool table and see if we can get the laser to where we want it. I have the tripod up on the pool table. It got me up to where I want it as far as the laser goes, and it's above the window. There's a lot of items in the way, so some of the lines of the laser get broke. You can see it up here. This wall looks good. I have to relocate this PAP sign, this KISS sign. Everything else on this wall looks good. Over here, I'm going to have to relocate the American flags. These were for my father and father-in-law. and they passed. They were both military. This shelf here looks like it's good to go. Above the window here, relocate. As you can see, all these look good. These trophies might have to go, but over here, some of the things over here need to be relocated. And on this wall, the far end, a couple things need to go. Above the TV, no problem. And I think the next step will have to be moving everything, getting ready to mount the mounts. I do want to go to Home Depot to see what they have. We have to order some online from them. My plan is to start in the corners. I will build the corner shelves first. I think I'll start at this end, do both sides of the corners of the room, and then do the straight section from there. And then when that's done, I will work on one corner of the opposite room and then do the board for that side. And depending on, I think I mentioned in a video that my dog out there barking. I mentioned in the video the L-shaped brackets, I think will be 3 feet apart. So depending on where they fall, I do want to put those on the studs. So depending on where those fall, more items may have to be relocated. On another note, I did spend some money that I wanted to spend on the shelf trains, but when I redid this room, I put the Sony amplifier and surround sound, these speakers in the corners of the room. But the CD-ROM in this finally went out. So I ordered another receiver and a compatible subwoofer, which will be in tomorrow. I wanted to have music playing or movies playing while I worked on the layout, so I just had to upgrade the sound system for in here. This TV is not a smart TV, so eventually that will be upgraded. I have a Sony Blu-ray player here that may be upgraded at some point, and the surround sound speakers may be upgraded at some point. But it's going to be a nice sound system for this room, I do believe. So get that going, these trains going, get my layout going back over here again. Should be spending a lot of time out here.
Thank you for watching Rocket Rails, the Build series.